Well, also with us tonight, we're very honored to have with us Barronelle Stutzman and Kristen Waggoner. Barronelle is the owner of Arlene's Flower Shop in the state of Washington, and Kristen is Senior Vice President and Legal Counsel at Alliance Defending Freedom. Barronelle, we are so honored to have you with us tonight. Someone who you're heroic to us, and we're blessed by the stand that you're taking. Share with us what happened that day when a longtime client walked into your flower shop.
Well, Rob had been in twice before and asked for me and told the staff that he was getting married, so I knew he was coming. And when he came in, and he started talking about his marriage, I put my hand on his and I said, Rob, I'm sorry, I can't do your wedding because of my faith in Jesus Christ. And he says, I understand. And we talked about why he was getting married and how he got engaged and about his mom walking him down the aisle. And he said, well, do you know any other florist? And I said yes, and I recommended 3 because I knew that he wanted a good job done and I knew he wanted something different. And we hugged each other and he left. And Rob and I were fine till the Attorney General and the ACLU started bullying me and threatening me. Bullying and threatening you because you were following your faith? Yes, ma'am. And you had worked with Rob on other jobs, you had worked with him on flowers. This was a longtime friend. Yes, he would always come in and pick out unique and different vases and say, do your thing. Well, Kristen, what happened legally? Why would the Attorney General of Washington sue this sweet grandmother? And where is this case in the courts?
Well, he sued this sweet grandmother because he had an agenda that he wanted to follow, and it had a lot more to do with politics than law. The case is unprecedented, and he sued under the Consumer Protection Act. He also sued her in her personal capacity, not just her business, but her personal assets are at risk. That means she's going to lose everything she has if she doesn't prevail in an appeal. I think that we can see that it was the lesbian and gay groups that are advocating and through big business and really putting people like Barronelle at risk across this nation. So let's emphasize that she could lose not just her business, but her home, her livelihood, everything. Absolutely, yes. That's what's at stake for her. And so far, the case is not, she's losing in the courts. I mean, so far it's not going in the right direction. Would that be accurate? I'm having trouble conceding that. But yeah, yes. What I will tell you is that summary judgment was entered at the trial court, and we'll be filing an appeal asking for direct review at the state Supreme Court and arguing that Christians and people of all faith and people of no faith have the right to live and work consistent with their core convictions.
You know, we keep hearing in the media that this is a refusal to provide services. That this is a mean-spirited type of thing. That we're just refusing to provide services, versus the constitutional right to live out your faith. Just speak to that a little bit about how do people hear when they say, "Oh, well, it's a right to refuse service." How do we respond?
I say exhibit number 1. Barronelle and the other plaintiffs across this, or the defendants across this nation, you meet them and you're overcome with their meekness, their humility, and their love for other people. She did not discriminate based on sexual orientation. She served this man for nearly a decade and considered him a friend. It was an event that she declined to participate in, and that's a key distinction.
Barronelle, what's this experience been like for you? I guess you wouldn't have expected to be on Fox News in New York City.
It's been, Roman.
Oh, sorry.
It's been an eye-opening experience. For one, the hate mail and the threats that we received, I learned a whole bunch of new words that I had to look up, and they weren't very nice. And the other thing I've learned is that our First Amendment right is just being trampled on. The judge told me that I can have my religion, but I can't practice it. So that's like saying I'm in the 4 walls of the church, but once I leave the church, I can't be a Christian and run my business. So that's like telling Rob and Kurt they can be a homosexual couple inside their 4 walls, but once they leave their home, they can't do that anymore. So it's very terrifying.
Now, if I understand right, the Attorney General offered you a deal, pay a small fine, stop discriminating, and he would dismiss the suit. And you said no. Speak to why you said no.
That's not a deal. The deal was give up your freedom and do same-sex weddings, or I will take everything I have that we have, our retirement, our home, our business, if you don't go along with my agenda. I have 8 kids and 22 grandkids. It's not just about my freedom, it's about all of your freedoms. And it's me today, but it's going to be you tomorrow. You have to take a stand. You have to wake up.
Thank you, Barronelle.